Well, obviously for the club it's the worst outcome it could have been, probably deservedly so as well. We haven't been good enough as a group, shown signs at times we could have been good enough, but just haven't come together and deliver the performances we can. So we've obviously had a couple of decent results at home the last few games, which shows we probably should have done better than we have, but yeah, it's not been ideal. And personally I've played quite a lot and thought I've actually played quite well at times, and obviously I've missed a little bit with injury there and come back now and managed to get a winner on Saturday. So yeah, obviously when you're part of a group, this is my first time, obviously when you suffer that relegation you're all in it together, so yeah, obviously disappointing, but try and end it positively. Yeah, I've been in a few fights before, but actually officially relegated, but it probably felt a bit weirder here. It's probably been on the cards for a while, we've been a bit adrift for a while, and it's probably looked like sooner rather than later it was going to happen, which is the disappointing thing. So when it happened it wasn't a massive surprise, which is the disappointing thing, but as a club you just need to rebuild and get some momentum and try and get back up next year. Livingston, the size of the club and resources, things like that, we've punched above our weight and not been fighting relegation battles for the last few years realistically. On the flip side, you're ambitious to try and get in the top 6 as a club, and we've had good chances the last few years and been really close, and as you say, maybe a step too far, losing important players each season and then having to try and bring in players to cover that and have a strong enough squad to compete in this league can be tough, and we've found that this year. Yeah, it should always be at the club, and it always sort of has been since I've been here, and I don't think it's massively ever through a lack of effort. At times it's maybe just not been good enough, and we'll obviously fight to the end of the season, and we've had a couple of good home results last couple of games after the split. We obviously had a poor result away at Motherwell, so try and do better on the road on Wednesday night and get a good result. Well, obviously I'm out of contract here, so I haven't really spoke to the manager about that at all, but I feel fit and strong. I've played more games this year than I probably have since I've come to the club, and in the middle of the park, and played quite well I feel, and I feel fit and strong, and obviously me and the manager will probably have a chat at some stage, but whether it's here or whether it's somewhere else or another opportunity, I'll keep myself fit, and I'm strong and ready to. I still believe I can deliver at a good level, as obviously it was a decent finish the other day, so I still believe I've got a lot to give, and I'll see where it takes me. Yeah, it's always a good game up at Pittodrie. It's a good place to play football, and my brother's obviously there. Was a connection, and it's always a tough game. It'll be a really tough game. They've found a bit of form, and watched them yesterday, and they look good. So it's obviously a nothing game realistically, in terms of none of us can achieve anything, but it's another chance for us to get a bit of momentum and a positive result going into the summer, and I'm sure they'll be the same, so it'll be a good game. Yeah, exactly that. It was a little bit like that on Saturday, which was to our detriment in the first half an hour, because we were quite far off of it and St Johnstone were right at it, which is always the fear before the game, but they didn't punish us enough, and we built our way into the game, and it was quite even. We were maybe slightly better as the game went on, but obviously Aberdeen may be playing a bit more free in terms of they'll be looking towards next season now, players wanting to impress a new manager, things like that. So yeah, it should be a good game of football, and we'll go up there and be as positive as we can and try and get a result.